This is my 3-level guide to chicken wings. Is this the ultimate chicken wing challenge? We'll find out in this video. I'm gonna be going over 3 different ways to make wings, going from beginner, intermediate, and expert. All 3 of these wings are different recipes, so they will range from different flavors. We'll be making lemon pepper from scratch, learn how to debone a wing. I'm gonna show you how to make a real boneless wing in this video. So for these 3 wing recipes, I'm gonna be using flats just to keep it consistent. If you like the drums, go ahead and use the drums, but keep in mind, you will not be able to do boneless with the drums for this recipe. Now, wings are getting expensive, so don't let this go to waste, okay? This has to be delicious, so let's not f it up. I'm gonna be going with a wing recipe that I made at work almost every single day on the grill. This is gonna be dump it, set it, forget it. We make a marinade, we get the wings marinated, and then we just toss it all in the oven. Sounds easy enough, so I thought this would rank as number 1 on the easy scale. Now, for the marinade, typically it's fresh garlic and ginger, but I just use the powder forms, and then the main component is Frank's Red Hot sauce. If you don't have Frank's Red Hot sauce, I'm not really sure what you'd sub with. Maybe Louisiana sauce, I'm not sure. Then soy sauce, Dijon mustard, thyme or rosemary, and then we thin it out with some water because it's gonna be hella thick. And then from here, you can just put it in a container, dump it to cover, and then leave it in the fridge overnight. I'm gonna put it into a vacuum sealed bag to save some fridge space and also maybe speed up the process. Now at work, we would leave this up to 3 days. So I would say if you want, make it a couple days in advance, and then you could toss it in the oven when you want your dinner. Make sure to set aside some sauce. We're going to be using this sauce as the garnish. It's going to be heated up and then ladled over our crispy wings. You can cover this in a container, keep it in your fridge sealed, and it'll last a really long time. I mean, we've had this stuff for months and it lasted. It's a vinegar-based sauce. The next couple of days or the next day, when you remove your wings from the marinade, keep in mind that you can save that marinade. You can reuse it a couple of more times with some fresh chicken wings as well. Any more than that, it will go bad. Also keep in mind, do not use this as your serving sauce. It has raw chicken in it. We do not want to use that as our serving sauce. Preheat your convection oven to about 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Place the wings on a rack and a sheet tray, and then we toss them in until GBD, golden brown delicious, and 165 degrees Fahrenheit internal temp. And then we could just drown it in that sauce that we set aside. Just make sure to heat it up prior. Now this is a pretty foolproof recipe. We just marinate it, toss it in the oven, and we never forget to like the video. Smash the like button. I'm serving up wings here, okay? Now on to the intermediate recipe. I'm calling it intermediate because I feel that many people are daunted from frying food. And I'm just gonna show you, frying food is not that daunting. These are the classic wings, the buffalo wing. Typically they are deep fried and they are not battered in anything. They're smothered in a buffalo sauce and that's it. I get my peanut oil to about 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I toss the wings in until they're crispy GBD and a 165 degrees Fahrenheit internal temp. In a saucepan, I get my Frank's Red Hot sauce up to a simmer and then I toss in my butter just to mount it. I then set that sauce aside while the wings continue to cook. I pull the wings out. I make sure to give it a good shake to get all that oil off. I toss it into a bowl and then I toss in the Frank's Red Hot sauce. I give it a tossy toss and there it is. The buffalo chicken wing, one of my favorite wings. Also flats are far superior. And now leaving that to go on to boneless lemon pepper wings. I'm going to be going over how to debone the wing and how to make your own lemon pepper from scratch. I've gone over this in past videos, but I'm going to do it again for you because why not? Please, for the love of God, wash your lemons before doing this. We do not want your dirty lemons in our zest. Zest it with a potato peeler until you fill up your dehydrator tray. We toss it in the dehydrator at about 150 degrees Fahrenheit until they are fully dehydrated. This just took me about 4 hours. You can do this in your oven with the door cracked as well. We toss that in the blender until pulverized into a beautiful little yellow powder. We toss that in with our black pepper, our salt. The ratio will be on acooknamedMatt.com, and there we go. We've got a beautiful lemon pepper. Now save those lemons, toss them into a blender with some butter, just a little bit of butter, and then some warm water and our lemon pepper. We're gonna give this a good old blitz until that butter melts, and then we have a beautiful lemon sauce to go on top of our wings. Okay, now it's time to debone the wing. I take my knife, I work my way around the top part of the wing where the bone is. This is just to disconnect that connective tissue from the bone. Then we push the meat down until it starts to pull apart from the bone. If it's not pulling off, that means that you have not cut that connective tissue and you just need to keep working your way around with your knife. Be patient. Then push it down like a push pop and it should slide right off, and then we just cut off that end and then we're left with a boneless wing. And there it is, a true boneless wing. This will take practice. Be patient. It does take time. Trust me. I'm not even that great at it myself. Then I just skewer them up on some pre-soaked skewers. Then I sprinkle generously with my lemon pepper and I let them cure for around 5 minutes or so before I grill. Now I don't have a grill inside, so please don't judge me. I just put a grate on top of my butane grill and it works just perfect actually. And then we just grill them off until GBD, golden brown and delicious, 165 degrees internal temp. This is one of my favorite ways to cook wings, by the way, and this is a crowd pleaser. It's such a simple one to serve when you're doing a party. You just put a bunch of skewers out and everybody's happy. You don't even need to use freaking plates. You don't need to use forks. It's actually a really solid way to serve guests. Now I hope you enjoyed this 3 level of wings video. If you did, go ahead and give the video a like and drop a comment. I'm a cook named Matt, and I'll see you next Tuesday.